This tutorial we're going to cover how to work with net pricing. Certain manufacturers and vendors offer their distributors. And this is a net price sheet that on certain products that usually give you a better cost than what you'll get from your standard discount from that vendor or manufacturer. I know some of these price books are available through Toad. But all the products that are currently in your database, when you get to Portal Pro, those are in there using the standard discount and the list price, the standard list price on those products. Nothing was built in here using a net price. Now I have gone in, I've added some net pricing for this example. So the way you're going to work with that, first of all, is you want to go into Add Edit Products. And when this comes up, you'll notice a couple of new fields here. And that's Special Net Price right here and Special Net Discount. Now this net discount field is grayed out. You can't change it or anything because it has to stay to the net discount. And what happens is when you choose the vendor, and I'm going to choose Hager since I know Hager offers some of those products on a special pricing. You can see when I choose Hager as a vendor, it'll automatically load their net discount. So we're going to pull up a product that I know is in here with some net pricing. That's BB 1279 hinge. We'll do just a standard 26D. Now when I select the product, what it's going to do is it's going to load the list price over here and the standard discount. And it's also going to load a net price that I already built into the database. So let's select it. And there you have it. So this has a list price of $21.35, which gives you a total cost using the standard discount of $6.41. But on the special net price sheet, it's you can get that hinge for $4.04. So this is where you would save that net pricing. Now you can go in and update if this is what you'd like to do. If you don't think you'll be ever using these list prices, you can come in here, pull up the item, the part number, and get it loaded. And then what you can do is open up the CRT program. And that's the CRT program from Toad. And you can go through this and build the new list price from the using the net price book. And I think Hager has a couple of those price books. But once you build the product, you want to build it the same way that you see it here, BB 1279, 4.5, 26D. And then once you get the price built for a net price from the net price book, just take that net price. You'll have to just remember what it is, or else copy and paste. Come out of the Toad program, and then paste it in here. And then you just simply save the product. Now if you have like an Excel spreadsheet or something they gave you, or a printed sheet with these net pricing on it, then just pull that net print sheet out and look up the item on that sheet, and then type in that discount here. Now let's give you a better example of what I'm referring to, because when I pull up a product that does not have a, if I can find one, maybe let's try one of these. You can see when I pull up this, this looks like a Roton hinge, the net price comes up as 0. And if no net price has ever been built in here, this is what you're going to read. But if this hinge was on a special net price sheet, I could enter, let's say instead of 90.24, they're telling me it's 80.20. That's going to be the special net price. So I can type it in there, and then I would save it. And then when I'm in a sales order, estimate, or purchase order, and I want to use the net pricing, we'll get to that in just a minute, that'll be the net price that's pulled in. So you don't have to type it in every time you want to use that net price. So again, I just save the product like right there, and that'll save that net price for me. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to pull this hinge up again. You can see, like I said, I've already saved that net price here at 404. So I'll leave that up for a minute, and I'll show you what we can do when we go into this net pricing, which is available in a sales order, an estimate, a purchase order, and the hardware and a door and hardware schedule. Now, we didn't add it to the door and frame schedule at this point because, as far as I know, typically I don't know of anyone who offers a net price sheet for doors and frames. It's typically only offered in hardware. But if something that has ever changed, just let me know, and we'll see if we can get it incorporated for doors and frames also. All right, so let's just minimize this right now, and we'll pull up a sales order. Now the process is going to be the same for sales order, estimate. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to show you what happens on a sales order. So we'll go into product information, and you can see here we have a checkbox. It says use net price. So if I know I want to use the net pricing for any of my products that I pull up, I'm going to check that box first. Now you notice when I check that, the net discount does not show up. That's because if a product does not have a net price saved with it that's greater than 0, it'll automatically use the regular list price. So you don't have to do anything. So let's go back to Hager, select Hager, and you can see now that I've selected Hager as a vendor, it did load the discount for me. So that's in there now automatically. So again, let's go back to the BD1279 hinge. That was a 26D. Now, when I select this, because I had that box checked, it automatically loads the net pricing. And that was $4.04. So that's our cost down here, 404. Then of course average freight in and everything like that added in. So if I don't want to use this this net pricing, if I just want to use regular list price, and that's how I want to discount it, even though my cost when I bought it may be 404, but when I sell it, I might want to mark it up from the standard list price using a standard discount. Well, in that case, I'll leave this box unchecked. And because I already have a product picked up or brought up, when I uncheck this, it tells me if needed, reselect the part number to reload the list price. I'll say OK. You can see it's still keeping the 404 net price. So I need to come back over here, click the drop down, and just reselect that hinge again. And then it reloads using the regular list price and the standard discount. And then I can mark that price up from here. Now, another thing that's going to happen is if this is set to special, let's go ahead and check this box back. Say OK. Tells me to reload that drop down, get it back to special net pricing. But then I remember, okay, I wanted to do this with special pricing. So I come down here, I select special. It's telling me again, I need to reselect the part number to reload the list price. We'll say OK. And I'll go ahead and type in my multiplier or my discount, whatever I have. As long as I get that multiplier, I'll say 0.3. I'll go ahead and uncheck this box. And now I can reselect this. And you can see it reloaded the list price using the special discount now. And that's going to be my new cost. Or I can go back to the standard discount, which was actually better than what I just had. Actually, it was the same, 0.3. Okay, so let's try something else. Let's do special, and I'll put in 0.25. So that's going to be my special pricing. Still not as good as that net discount, but This is a special pricing I got on this project. Now, just another reminder, if let's go ahead and clear these fields out. Go back to Hager. Even if I had this box checked, let's say use net price, and I select an item that does not have any net pricing. Let's go back to that 780 hinge here somewhere, because we know that did not have a net price with it. When I select this, because there was no net price saved with that item, it automatically used the list price with a standard discount. So you don't have to keep switching back and forth the discount every time you select an item. Because not all items will be on those special net price sheets. It's usually limited just to a certain select items. So if we come back here to Add Edit Products, we'll pull up that 780 hinge. You can see there was no net price. It's 0. So because of that, it used this standard discount or list price with a standard discount right there. So that should pretty well cover it. This is just a new feature we've added, and it makes it a little bit easier to work with those special net pricing that you may get. And again, just to reiterate, this has nothing to do with products that always have a net price. For example, let's just clear these out. Let's do Algoma, because wood doors are all in here as a net price. Of course, wood doors take a little longer to load. And we'll just go ahead and select now I can uncheck this. And we'll go ahead and unselect the discount. And you can see when I select an item from here, it's automatically pulling in the net discount, because that's how these items were saved. And of course, wood doors don't have a list price, so I have to type in my net pricing for that to generate my cost. And there's the cost there, $150. All right, so again, this has anything to do with items that are always a net price, but items that have a list price with a discount and net pricing on a special net price sheet. So that should cover it. If you have any questions or concerns on this, please call or email. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Thanks.